cook-off. All right, we're live, guys, here at the SCA headquarters. We've got a special guest today. Johnny Joseph's in the house.
How y'all doing today?
Johnny is on his way to, where are you headed, Johnny?
Oh, Minnesota.
We're doing the Roy Valley Steak Cook-Off. It's the Schmidt Brewery in St. Paul. It's an old, giant brick building.
Awesome.
And it's a real neat location.
We're on my page? Okay, so we're on my personal page. And it should be on Johnny's page as well. So it's the St. Croix event. This is a pretty big one up there, is it not?
Damon Holter, him and his wife Lou are putting on the event, so I'm real excited.
Yeah, they're great competitors in their own right. They cook world food. This event, how many teams do you think we have so far?
I estimate there'll be about 75
75 teams.
for a first-time event.
Man, that's awesome. They got Peggy Rhymes saying hello there, Johnny.
Hey,
I
Peggy.
don't know if you can see that on the screen or not.
We have a fan.
We've got some people watching here, but we've got big events this weekend. There's a bunch of them. Where's that calendar at? I know I'm going to Catawissa, Pennsylvania, which is
Is that Big Dan's?
Big Dan's Barbecue. That's correct. Yeah, we've got that one Friday night in Kirbyville, Texas. You've got this list over
Right,
there.
Rob Bailey is going to be the rep there.
Yeah,
Andy does a great job.
yeah, he does a great job.
Isn't that where the fire took place? You got that video that went viral?
Oh yeah. Where the barbecue pit caught on fire. Yeah, that's a video we don't talk about. Omaha, we got a class in Omaha on Saturday.
And Jim Altick's doing Wheatland, Missouri.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to do that one. That one looks pretty good. It's at a racetrack. I think it's going to be about 25, 30 people. It'll be a good event.
Red, white, and blue hue. Clever name.
Yeah. And then David Haskett. David Haskett down there in Florida, Jacksonville. It's his largest one yet. He has 43 signed up at last I checked. So it's going to be a great event.
Yeah, so Johnny got first-hand witness what chaos it is here at CA headquarters. And getting ready to go do a bunch of events this weekend. So what do you think?
Oh, it's all great. It's a good thing.
Okay, so we're overlapping. Hey, Louis Linus, good to see you, brother. I don't know how to turn my mic down. If I can figure out how to mute mine while we do that, we'll get that working.
You know, being innovators, it's hard. We have to learn how to use all the gadgets on the fly.
That's all right. Guys can hear us. Guys are checking in. How bunch of them. Anyway, let's not miss out
there in the
on.
world. If the audio is okay, you can hear us. Send us some thumbs up.
Yeah, we're
We're
getting.
testing audio levels, so bear with us.
Louis Linus is on there. This is obviously towards you, Johnny. Our buddy Joel Early.
Hey, Joel.
Legend status, he says. It's got his picture on there and the screen and his comments. Anyway, let's hit that Summer Splash. It's going to be a great event. He's giving away a mini max to the winner as well, as long as they're an SCA member. So David did some great stuff. And then next week we got one event in the schedule. It's our slowest week of the year almost. Wild Acres in Fort Worth. I think that'll be a good event.
Yep.
That one, it is limited. It is at a brewery. So if you have a trailer, you can bring it. It's $25 extra, but they don't have the room. And for $25, I'd pay it just so I had my trailer with me.
Oh, I thought it was limited to how much you can bring.
Well, it is.
We're making a special batch of beer.
When you say limited, that's.
I'm going to take you on a tour there.
That's
Soon as you
funny.
leave here, so you'll get to see
Looking
firsthand.
forward to it. We'll be there next.
Yeah, it's going to be a good event. Good. Yeah, that'll be a great event. And international, we've got a lot of international stuff coming. I mean, a lot of guys are jumping on board, signing up for the championship, signing up for World Food. But the Europe points chase is down to 2 guys, 2 teams. Comes down to the last event in Port Macquarie for the ring. Luckily, the 2 dudes have very similar ring sizes, so I don't think we can miss on it. But it's down to Smoke and Steel and Moist Barbecue. So one guy's 9 points ahead. Smoking Steel is.
We're having quite a delegation coming from Australia for the SCA World Championship.
Yeah, I think there's 8 teams coming from Australia, and there's at least one or two, maybe 3 from New Zealand.
We're looking for some local hosts to adopt a team. So if you're coming to the World Championship and want to host a team, those Aussies are looking for somebody.
Yeah, a bunch of them have made a post on the group page. If you see a guy on there, I know a guy just made one yesterday, but if you see him on there, jump on there, help these guys out. They would love the help. And it just shows the SCA family take care of them, and who knows, they may bring you something.
And I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be great. And then
International exchange student.
Yeah, and then quick update on the Bahamas. The Green Turtle Cave Bahamas event is up and running. It's done with grill grates. We've got that. We're full on judges. I mean, we filled that card. Still have room for teams. This is a vacation. There's a steak cook-off there, but this is a cook-off in paradise. So you guys need to try to sign up for that if you can. You're going, aren't you, Ken?
I'm coming. If I have to swim for Miami,
I'd pay to see that. And wow. All right. Why don't you thank the sponsors, Ken?
Thank you, sponsors.
Why don't you look at that list?
I don't have a copy.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Thank you, Anna. Yeah, I knew this by heart.
Boy, it got easier for
We
you,
love
didn't
our
it?
sponsors. Grill Grates. Brad's been with us at the beginning. PK Grills, Rec Tech, Pit Barrel Cookers, UB Charcoal, Pelican Coolers, Auto Wild Grill, Gunter Wilhelm Cutlery, Wicked Fish Star. I love their knives. Cheer Wine, the official soft drink of the SCA, and Ripping Spring Vodka. And remember, there's bounties out there. If you win cooking on a Rec Tech first time, $500. Pit Barrel, first time win, or every time win, $250. And the Auto Wild, we're gonna do a little experimenting tonight, Johnny.
Are
I
you?
can't wait. I mean, you're cooking steak at my house tonight, and I got Auto Wild Grill for you to practice on.
Nice.
So if I win, I get that.
Hell no.
No. Where's this?
You might want to go out and buy one.
He's not taking that off his patio.
It's bolted down.
Um,
So thank you, sponsors. We love you.
We do.
Couldn't do it without
Thank you
him.
forever. Couldn't do it without him.
All right. Got some new events that are coming in every week. There's new events that come in, but this week we added the Great Georgia Steak Cook-Off in Hazelhurst, Georgia. It's going to be on October 27th. Friday night, we've moved the Washita County Fair Steak Cook-Off. It's now on Friday night, the 14th. 14th on that one. We added one on
Well,
actually.
explain why we did that. There's some other regional events, and that way everyone can participate both.
Yeah, on Friday, the week before, there's a SCA event in Fordyce on Friday, a barbecue cook-off Saturday. There's already an existing barbecue cook-off the same day that we were going to have it in Camden. So we made it on Friday. Now guys can do 4 events in one weekend or 2 weekends. So it worked out pretty well, I think. And then we're our first event in Kansas City, Missouri. It'll be at the Worth Harley Davidson. Great facility. It's going to be limited to a certain number of teams. Should have that flyer up today, but it's a nice payout, great facility, and the first event in Kansas City. So we're excited to be there. That's just some of the new ones, guys. There's a bunch of them. They just keep coming in. Let's talk about some points there. Do you have that sheet, Ken? I know you do.
Of course I do.
Yeah, we got it.
You got the grand champion of points. How many times have you won, Johnny?
3,
Wow, that's just incredible.
14, 15, 16.
No one better to announce that then. You want to start with the ancillaries?
Let's just,
You do the answer.
okay, why don't you do the steak?
Stay. Which way we're gonna start? Bottom?
Yeah, why
You're the
not?
man.
All right, let's start off with tied for 9th place, 10th place, John Lanzy.
Do you know John?
Yep, John Lindsay's super nice guy. I mean,
Yeah,
you couldn't ask for
he
that.
really is.
And my cooking buddies, Kerry and John Green. Kerry Green and John Green pulling up 8th and 9th. Then the old legend, yep, Alan Newton
Yes.
himself. Boy, I tell you.
Is that 86 points or is that Alan's age?
No, that's
Whoa.
hey, I'll take care of that for you, Alan. I got it.
Get him, Alan.
Alan's only 2 days older than me.
Wow.
He's young.
Okay.
And coming in there at 6 is old Kendall. Going back to how I see Kendall pop back in there last weekend and got him a place. Yeah, he's back in the thing. He done gave the ring away and done the whole thing, and now he's back playing again. That's great.
Sarah's quite the distraction.
Oh, yeah.
He had an excuse to take a few weeks off.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. And I tell you what, that's a good family right there. I'm proud of Kendall on making that move. And 5th place is
You're 109 years old.
that's amazing. That's right.
Wow. You know, you didn't even start this year, early on in the year. Man, you came from behind and showed those boys you still got it.
Yeah. Just having fun, y'all. That's what it's all about. Just having fun.
There's only 1 point difference, 5th place to 3rd place. Wow.
What was that? 21, 22 point first.
Anything's possible, Jack.
Oh. And then coming in there tied with 3rd is Dan Urin.
You're in?
Yep. Well, Dan, hey, good to see him. I've been seeing him every weekend traveling to our part of the country. That's great. We're fixing to go over there and see them. So, and Jimmy Parsons is in there at 3rd, tied with Dan. Jimmy, his family's been traveling a lot, and I'll tell you what, he's got some fines.
Yes, he does. He takes the whole family with him.
That boy and that little girl of his, they think the world of me, and I think the world of them. So they're great. And coming in 2nd place is Robert Perkins and Michael. They're in there. Yep, they're doing a great job. They traveling.
Bottomland boys.
They're doing a good job. They traveling all over, spreading the love of the SCA family. And then what we call Dr. Walk.
Dr. Watt.
Dr. Walk. I think old William Mann named him that. I believe that's correct.
He did. It's
Is Chuck Edwards with 131 points. And he didn't take as long as Kendall did. Or took any time off. He just ran away to his lovely future wife coming up. But he's looks like he's trying to pay for it. Every time you turn around, he's hitting it.
He is.
Hitting the first tier or trying to pay that ring off. But more than what he paid for, he's still got a long ways to go.
He keeps that roll going. Yeah, they'll take a big chunk off of that bill.
But he's doing a great job. So there's the race.
Luck must be in the air. It seems like everyone's getting engaged.
While we're here talking about the race, let's talk just a second about Terry Rowland.
Terry Rome.
Roan?
Yeah,
You like the horse?
he's got 5 wins already this year, and I think he's trying to break my record.
Aren't they back to back? 5 wins? Ooh.
I don't think they're back to back.
I don't know.
Most wins in a season.
Well, the most wins in the season is
That
6.
Who did that, Johnny?
The ring.
So he's well on his way of breaking it.
Wow.
But he's doing a great job.
Yeah, Terry's on a roll.
Terry's on the road.
Good
And
deal.
he's been winning in different parts of the country too, which is always good to see. So, the ancillary points. I'm going to go from 6th place up to 1st place. So, 6th place, Miracle in the Kitchen, 11 points. I believe that's Casey Jones. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I was lucky enough to get some of his food this past weekend. So, 4th place, Bottomland Barbecue, Robert and Michael. 4th place tie, 13 points, is Crippled Kid Cookers, You know who that is?
That's my buddy Jason.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know, Jason's got a show coming up in
West. It's in mid-August. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yes, coming up
Right here.
a couple weeks.
August the 17th.
Yep.
That's actually the
Everybody else, so we need to get out and go with that.
Yep. So, Smoking Trucker Barbecue, 14 points. You know who that one is?
No, who is that?
I don't know.
Who is that?
I know everyone by name. I finally got everyone's name memorized. So,
That's Jimmy Parsons.
Jimmy Parsons.
Jimmy.
Okay.
You know, I knew that.
Yeah.
Okay, how about Rush Beef Grillers, 25 points.
Bro, that is Boyd Ford and Crystal Ford.
Yep.
They make the best.
Yeah, they're good.
And then High Stakes, 28 points.
I know who that is.
Doctor Who?
Walt. Dr. Walt.
Chuck Edwards.
Yes.
So,
Exactly.
Somerville, Louisiana.
how long's he been at the top of both lists, Brad?
He's been up there. I'm going to give him I don't know.
3 weeks.
Yeah, there used to be that perception. I don't want to mess with
he's been-
advertisers because I've got to concentrate on state. Well, apparently it helps your state game, folks. So,
He's been up there about 8 weeks, actually.
Talk about it. He does 2 or 3 of them, advertisers. And last week at Spring Hill, Louisiana, they didn't have no advertising. And he wore that steak out, playing with that steak, doing this, the poor thing. He was nervous wreck. He said, I'm probably messed this one up, and he still walked. So he could go.
in Kentucky, I had a chance to wander around and see some of the teams, and I saw somebody putting their steak on. It's like, turn-in's not for an hour. I hear there's some really long cooks going on out there.
Yeah, they doing that reverse sear and all kinds of things. So.
Wow.
Everybody's trying a different technique.
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently tonight on that Auto Wild Grill, minute and a half is an eternity. So I hope we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, make sure you start at the top and then lower it down in there. You're just going to have to work with it.
We might do some live video.
Oh, good. Might be very good. My God.
Is it like a
If we
microwave?
connect.
No, it's like a flamethrower.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like a salamander.
It might be like John Rogers' pizza oven. He had that pellet pizza oven grill there at Bearden. It was shooting planes out the stack. If, John, you listening? You know what I'm talking about. So pellets they were flaring up. Oh my God! It was a flaming inferno over there.
I see Ronnie from
Yeah.
Edinburgh joined the group. Hey, Ronnie.
Godfather, the mayor, and the chosen one. You
That's
guys,
a heck of a combination.
you guys might break the internet.
Yeah.
Hashtag SEA family. Thanks,
And
Ronnie. That's
Edinburgh
fun.
is the largest contest out there, short of the championship. So we're glad to have you.
There's Dr. Walt.
Dr. Walt.
Dr. Walk jumped
You jump.
on. Janet Cole is letting us know that we're headlining the cover story of the August issue of the MBBQA magazine. How about that?
I spoke with Kel earlier. It's the very first format, so it comes in magazine format. So what a fine cover he chose. So I can't wait to see it.
Nice. Hey, Dad. All right. So everyone wants to get into the championship. The next 10 that are not already qualified with a golden ticket, that list is going nuts. If I don't get it up quick, I'm getting emails. Hey, where are we? Everyone wants to know where they're at. So it's running tight. 39 points is 9th place. Do you have that list too, Ken?
I do, yes.
That's the Vanilla Gorilla. He's tied with John Sloan out of Oklahoma.
It's a real tight race. So
Yeah.
Andy is way forward. And he's in 8th place. Cody Avery, 41. And Cody got a call this past weekend. So,
Yeah, he got a 2nd place.
Russell Wright is 6th place at 42 points. Mark Huntley, 5th place at 46 points.
Well, Mark's been pretty hot here lately.
Oh man, we got a little breaking news. Looks like Ricky Bobby says they are on board for a cook-off in March.
Yes, he's doing it at the
Excellent.
Train Museum down in the Atlanta market. So come from Lone Liner Railroad people. So I'm excited about that one.
That's great.
Back to the list real quick. Sarah Vetchel is in fourth place at 47 points. So Sarah's been getting some calls, and she had one this past weekend in Kentucky. They both did.
Yeah, they both did.
Third place is the guy, Gene Skillen, with the best name in steak. Hashtag Skillin' it. Love it. I love that name. I think David gave him that name. Second place, we're just talking about him, John Lindsay with 80 points.
Wow. That's incredible. I mean, that's, and John Green too, first place, 83 points. You guys are going to get a golden ticket one of these days. They are just right there.
Yeah, they're close to locking those down. Those guys are killing it.
You know, I got a question this past weekend about qualifying. So just to clarify that, if you are in the top 10 in points on September the 3rd, right after the Labor Day weekend events, you're invited to come to the SCA World Championship.
Correct.
Okay. What happens if you are in the top 10 middle month September?
Well, what we had said is the same thing we did last year. We're going to take the people off the next 10 that are not previously qualified. That bottom number, wherever it may be, if it was today, I mean, the 10 technically would end with Shannon Ernest. He would be in. Those guys would qualify if it ended today. And then what we would do is that the people that, if somebody couldn't come,
if somebody beats Shannon, they would knock them off the list. Is that correct? We always do the tango on this one.
If what?
What if somebody beats Shannon and he's no longer in the top 10? He still gets some time. Is that correct?
Oh, correct. Yeah, he's in. Those guys are in, period.
Right.
But the after September 1st, the way to get in is win your way in, or you could get an invitation at one of our at-larges. So if a team can't make it, we're going to take somebody off of this at-large list and give them that invitation.
Right.
So the number may come down a little bit, but it'll be a replacement at-large bid, and they'll get in. We've got a couple I know of that aren't coming, so we're going to have some extras off of the list that are going to make it. We on the same page there, everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
It always sounds so dang complicated.
Kevin Sandridge. Yeah, I flat copied your format here, Kevin. I found this program after our show. I liked it so much, but
Thank you for keeping Fred up all night.
Thanks for having me on the show, buddy. All right. Well, we're covering pretty much on the points. Europe's down to the last one there. Really, I think we're on championship talk. We've got the timelines to look at there. Wow, where we at? Thursday night, we've got some changes, haven't we, Ken?
We have to mix it up. You know, the numbers are bigger. We're expecting 190 teams.
Wow. So how great is that?
Last year was 115,
I
so
love it.
I should nearly double the size. You know, and there's more judges. You know, we talk about the teams, but we have judges coming from all over the world. We have some international judges even.
We'll have international judges from Japan. I know we have them from, where's Petra from? I think she's from Belgium.
Europe.
Europe, yeah. Japan and Europe for sure. Judges from Florida, Illinois, or where are they from? Minnesota. I mean, they're all over.
Coming to judge for the weekend.
So it's going to be a great weekend, and we're really excited. I spent all yesterday working on this PDF that we'll share as soon as I add the last updates here we talked about today. Had a mini board meeting this morning, didn't we, guys?
Yes.
It was good. I had some ideas that maybe we hadn't thought of that I think may actually kick it up a notch, and we'll get to that. Let's talk first Thursday, Ken.
Thursday, it started a few years back. We had a team coming from Europe. I thought, wow, this guy's coming all the way from Europe. I'm going to make him dinner. So I had him and his wife out to the house. I refer to that as international night. Well, then the next year, we had a few more. Last year, we had about 8 or 10 international teams out of the house, and a few other people showed up. So I kind of like that tradition. So this year, we're still going to do international night out at my house. And
for the international
We
team.
get
of
Johnny to
judges.
come cook.
Oh, boy. I know.
You're getting to cook a lot out there, aren't you, Johnny?
We need some jambalaya,
Gumbo.
something international.
Thanks, Joey.
Fish,
We'll
too,
change it on the list.
I thought I'd bring in my lovely wife or my assistant to help her.
Everyone needs good sous chef.
I can do that for her.
We're gonna have fun. Yeah.
Danny says the judges will have an opportunity for a red box. I'm thinking maybe that's a giveaway, Danny
I
Kennedy.
think Mark Lambert has stepped it up.
Wow.
Yes.
So maybe we'll work out those details for you judges. Wow. So that's Thursday night. Man, they're going to be, I keep turning around.
And then Friday, looking at the screen.
I know, I'm trying to.
Technology.
So technically, Thursday night, you're going to cook Canaritas, the world.
Oh, yes.
You're going to make Canaritas for everybody.
I won't be jet lagged, I can promise you that. Last year was a little tough.
Oh, that's right. You're in Australia.
I fell asleep at my own party.
Well, there were some great pictures on
I
that.
heard.
All right. So that's
Friday.
That's Thursday night, and I guess teams technically for the championship could go to Panther Island and set up
Drop some
Thursday.
equipment. Yes, we will have a security guard wandering around. If you have a trailer or something big you want to leave out there, that's possible. So on Friday afternoon, we're certainly going to scout out the area. It's called the North Shore. So if you're looking at a map of Panther Island, look for the North Shore area.
Good. That's going
It'll
to
be a
be
beautiful setup. I was looking at it earlier.
Yes.
yeah. It's a lot like Memphis and May setup. Guys with the big trailers, we're getting questions. Can I bring my 40-foot motorhome? Dude, you're
Why
cooking.
not?
You're cooking 2 steaks, but yes, you can. We have an area. It's at the back of the property there, the back of the setup. It's kind of divided into 3 zones, but you can have your motorhome out there or your big trailer. If you have a small trailer, you can be up farther, but the big ones, you're welcome. It's going to be in the back area there. So I think it'll be something for everybody on that one.
Big news.
Big news, Friday night.
You're going to go to Billy Bob's.
Yes,
Not just the 81 Club, but Billy Bob's, the bar.
Billy Bob's
Legend.
Crawford.
Yes.
Yeah, this is going to be inside, right in front of the main stage. Man, we've always been across the parking lot there, but this is where you've seen it on television. You've seen, they've had some of the biggest bands in the country right
Ride the
there.
bull.
Man, yeah, you can ride the bull. They have indoor rodeo arena there. There's a lot to do there, but what they have now, which is even better, they have the SCA World Championship party there. The family reunion will be there. We're going to do introductions. We'll do the year-end awards. We're going to present the rings on stage. Man, we're going to have a great time.
We've got a few changes, but we want to keep some of that
We've
a
had-
surprise.
Okay, you're not
A
going to
little bit. Go ahead.
throw out what you want to throw out.
Who's the entertainment?
The entertainment is Frankie Ballard. He's got a great song out there called Sunshine and Whiskey. A couple of my favorite things.
Young up and coming artist. So
Yeah, so
we'll have a great time.
he's going to play. They've also got a house band.
We're going to open Billy Bob's
Open it.
at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
And we're going to close it on down at 2 in the morning. So it'll be neat. Every year we've had to change it. The party ended at 10 and then everyone, not everyone, but some people went over there. So I kind of like the fact that we can stay as late as we want.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's going to be good.
We still
So-
gonna keep it a secret on?
Go ahead, John.
I don't think we should because
I don't
this
think
was.
we should. I mean,
I think this is too good. Yeah.
Go for it.
So-
Let it out.
All right. So the way we're going to do this, as you come up, we're going to have a red carpet,
Red cards.
just like you're going to
Oscars.
like you're
It's
going
an
to a
awards
world
party. It is the
championship.
end of the-
This is our Oscars. We're going to have a red carpet. We're going to have a banner, very similar to the one behind you with the World Championship. Probably have the sponsors on it. We will
Live streaming videos.
we're going to live stream it inside Billy Bob, so everyone there is going to get to see who arrives. We'll have someone there in a tuxedo that's going to ask you a couple questions. You'll take some pictures.
Media's going to be there.
Got some media there. It'll be a really neat deal as you're coming in. Then once you're inside, you'll see everybody else that's out there coming in. So I think it'll be a new added addition. Yeah,
Were you wearing Dickies?
overalls. See who's wearing the overalls that night.
You chilling.
Got my bibs on.
We're going to have some fun with it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be- So, red carpet. come to town and get it by.
It
You know,
is.
with 200 teams, it's impossible to introduce everyone from the stage. So to
Absolutely.
recognize the teams, that is a great solution, I think.
When you come up on the red carpet, you'll be talked to, you'll be on the screen inside, big live screens inside. While I'm sitting in there drinking, having a nice little cocktail. I can see
And watch you coming in.
I can see Andrew coming up and introduce him, and it just keeps right on going. So we're gonna get all that over with, so we don't take away from all the partying and the festivities that we've got to get done.
I think you do need to wear pants.
Yeah, you might want to remind Dan Ura that pants are not optional for this one.
Show.
Yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be man, I'm
That's a fun
excited.
one.
It
We
took a lot of,
expanded the dinner time. You know, last year the dinner was too short. Make sure everyone gets fed.
I think it's a great move moving there. It just wasn't gonna work out where we were at on Friday night, but it's gonna be awesome it'll be awesome where we're at. So Billy Bob's is wonderful. Saturday, we're back at
So
Panther.
that's just moving the banquet to Billy Bob's, not moving
That's
the
correct.
cook-off.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Okay, we're
correct.
still going back to Panther Island for the cook-off there. That's just for Friday night festivities.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And so come Saturday, we're going over to Panther Island Pavilion.
It just wasn't big enough. You know, last year we had 800 people at our welcome party. And this year could be 12, 1,500.
Yeah.
So the facility there just wasn't big enough. So
Well,
we love our Billy Bob's.
brings us to Saturday.
That's a nostalgia.
And I don't know if I have that one. I have it saved up here. But on the timeline Saturday, I think we're going to do cheating a bit. Teams can set up
Hey,
between
David,
8 and 11 o'clock. We have set up Cook's meeting at 11. And this is the semifinals. We talked about it before, how we're going to run this thing. It's basically going to be 4 groups. You'll pick your chips. You'll run with that group. You're going to select your steaks with the group. And then you're competing against 40, 45, whatever the number ends up in 4 groups. That's who you're competing against. Steak selection, you'll still pick with those guys. And then when it comes time for awards, we're going to call, how many are we calling, Ken?
top 10 from each of the 4 groups. So
There you go.
we're calling it the final 40. So the final 40 will be announced for the stage on Saturday evening. So then that group again will run against each other for the championship on Sunday.
Yep.
For those that aren't in that group, we're having the Kickoff Classic. It's another standalone event within the championship. So that way people can stay on Sunday. And if you didn't get an invite to the World Championship, you're still able to come on Sunday and rub elbows with everyone and enjoy yourselves. So
Come enjoy all the festivities.
Um,
And the finals Sunday morning will not interfere with the kickoff class. You'll get your finals,
Right.
you get to cook your finals.
I guess you
And
could
then-
do
and
both.
then- Well, yeah.
Absolutely,
you can do both.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, you don't get to cook the final steak first and then, the kickoff classic 30 so minutes later.
Well, our friends at Certified Angus Beef are doing the steaks for the final 40. So we are getting the most premier steaks we have
Nice.
ever had at our championship. Good mix. Oh, it's exciting.
So that timeline's important. Guys can compete in both. They'll be able to do both events, plus it's an open. I mean, it could be 40 teams, it could be 100, 200 teams, but that one has a cutoff. I think it's September 1st, no, October 1st. We have to know, I think how many stakes we have to get for it, plus the championship. So anyway, October 1st, and that's an open. Anyone can get in the Kickoff Classic. It's the first points of the SCA season. I'm excited, man. We've got parties.
Plus the events going on around us. We have hired an event organizer, Turnkey Productions. They are going to be doing events with us. They're providing music, the infrastructure, the food, craft vendors. There's a lot of, they're doing a lot of different things alongside us. So they're going to get the crowd out there. We're bringing the cooks, they're bringing the crowd.
Good match. So Thursday night, international party for all the international teams and judges. Saturday, we have, Friday is the family reunion,
Yeah.
the introductions,
Yep.
giving away the rings. That'll be awesome time. And then Saturday's the championship, those semifinals.
And then Sunday's the final 40 and the kickoff classic. So
It's going to be awesome. I
we're
feel
going to have a party. You know, it changes things. We have to adapt, with the number of people coming. We can't do it the same every year. It's an evolution. It's a good thing. We're going to throw a party regardless. So it'll be different, but it's probably going to be a lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to the red carpet. I don't care what you say. I think
I think it's
that
going to be
red
great.
carpet's gonna be
Red. It will be.
Yeah, red carpet.
So Johnny,
We need to sell beer out there. We need to have some beer out there.
I don't think we can. I think we can have
We can do
a,
anything we want to do.
But I won't go with a drink. What you think?
I bet you we can make it happen. Oh, it's going to be a great event. It's great you're here, Johnny, today.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. Anything you want to talk about specifically, or
Johnny's
anything
got the
coming
microphone.
up?
I've never seen him be microphone shy.
You shot it today.
All the other ones, they say have a little drink. No, you had a drink here
Oh,
tonight.
man, I got too much work to do before I get out of town.
We got a long ways to go and a short term to get there. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to heading to Minnesota here shortly and have a good time over there. Meet a lot of new folks and there again, another side of the SDA families over there that I haven't got to meet, I'm sure. So,
Damon and his wife are putting on a great event. There's still room. There's still room at all the events this weekend. So
Yeah.
just find an event close to you and come out and join us. We do have a lot of fun.
Well, I'll see anybody that's going to Catawissa, Pennsylvania. And Danny Kennedy has one last thought for us before we go, boys.
You're 30. Love you, Danny. You read my mind.
here it is.
Cheers.
Cheers up to you.
Thanks for listening, guys. Let us know how you felt about this format. Hopefully it works out well, or
You want
hear us
worse
one of the-
first time. Pretty good. I like this.
See you guys this weekend.
I've never had a threesome before.
All right, that's an ender for damn sure. Bye,
Over now.
I think, end broadcast.
Very good.